Most assume more data means a better decision, so they keep collecting until they feel certain. The problem is that feeling rarely arrives and the decision never gets made. So here's an answer. The question is not how much data you have, it's whether the next piece of information would materially change your decision. So ask yourself, if the next data point confirms what you already suspect, would you decide differently? If the answer is no, you already have enough. What you are feeling is not an information gap, it's a discomfort gap. And those are two very different things, and confusing them is where most decision delays actually live. But the threshold is not the same for every decision. And so this is where three factors come in. And those three factors should calibrate how much data a specific decision actually warrants. They are stakes, reversibility, and time costs. So, stakes first. A decision that risks significant budget, headcount, or strategic direction justifies more rigorous data collection. A decision about which project management tool to trial next month does not. Scale your data threshold to the scale of the consequence. Reversibility second. If you can course correct cheaply and quickly, act sooner. A pricing test, a pilot campaign, a new hire on probation. These are all reversible. A factory lease, a market exit, a public commitment, these aren't. The harder it is to undo, the more data collection is justified before you commit. So time cost is third. Every day spent collecting is a day not spent acting. Research suggests leaders already spend a significant share of their time making decisions, with much of that time considered ineffective due to them overthinking. Delayed decisions have a cost too. Slower competitive response, burned capacity, and often the same incomplete data you would have had 2 weeks earlier. So, calibrate against the decision in front of you, not against how certain you feel about it. It is worth being honest about both sides here though. Acting too early, genuinely thin data carries real risk. You can misread a market, misjudge a candidate, or back the wrong direction. That cost is real. But collecting data for longer just to feel safer also carries a cost. Slower response, wasted resource, and often it's the same incomplete result anyway. Research suggests that a share of significant business decisions are made on partial data, regardless of how long teams spend gathering it. More time does not always mean more clarity. And the goal is not certainty. The goal is a decision you can defend and reverse if need. So here's a rule to think about before your next decision. Ask whether more data would even change your choice. If not, stop collecting. Then check the three factors. High stakes or irreversible means more collection is justified. Low stakes or reversible means act now. And do not calibrate against how certain you feel. Calibrate against the decision itself. If that was of value, subscribe to the channel for one real business question answered every video. For the same clarity in writing, the website and newsletter is 5minutebusiness.com.